Hey guys, it's GenericJoe, and welcome back to Let's Play Kamen Rider Battride War for the Gamers View channel. So, yeah. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. So, the plot of this game, in case I didn't make it clear in the last episode, this evil source, whatever it may be, I really don't remember what it is. But basically, it took over all the riders' minds, and now they're like evil or something, and they're trapped in their worlds and whatever. I don't know. The plot doesn't really matter. But basically, each level actually consists of two main levels. Each level is 2 levels. Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. But basically, it consists of the main level where you go through and fight the main season's mooks for whatever show it is. So if you go into the Fi's world, you'll fight Ryo Troopers. If you go into the O's world, you'll fight the Yummies, I think that's what they're called. I really don't remember. And you basically, just fight the Mooks, and the Mooks. And then at the end, you'll be fighting the boss of the... You'll be fighting a boss, which is like one of the main bad guys of whatever that season is. And then in the next level, you'll actually fight... it's a little bit different. You actually play as the rider of that world and do pretty much the same thing. You fight the mooks, but it's like different bosses and stuff. And when I say it's their individual worlds, I do not mean it's actually their individual worlds. I mean they are all like the same 3 maps, and basically when you get through the first few, when you've played for, it's like Star Fox Command. Once you start playing it for like half an hour, you kind of, oh my god, you kind of get the idea of the entire game. Like, that's the entire game right there. Just in that half hour of playing. Once you've seen that, you've seen it all, basically. So right now, as you saw before, we're in Wizard's World. And that little cutscene there with the Japanese text that you couldn't read is actually, it was the plot of Wizard. It was a general summary of what Wizard was. It does that for each of the Rider Worlds, too. So, it'll do that for Agito, Fi's, O's, and all that when we get to their respective levels. But, we don't get into characters like Gaim, Drive, and Ghost because this is Battride War 1, so as a result, we can only go up to Wizard, which is unfortunate. Also, Wizard isn't as good as he is in the later games, because with the first 2 Battride War games, they're still trying to get their footing, and I'm using the big ring a lot. I really shouldn't be doing that, but for, yeah, spectacular commentary as always, I know. You don't have to remind me. In the first 2 games, they're still trying to get their footing, so it's... Oh my god! Stop! It's time to stop with the meme, because really, it's not as funny anymore. But my cats are fighting in the background, in case you can't hear it. So that's great. That's a great thing to have on recording. By the 3rd game, what I'm trying to say is by the 3rd game, Genesis, that's when they actually... What the heck was that? I'm not even sure what happened there. I hit him with an attack, and then suddenly he just negated the attack, I think? I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But yeah. One thing I forgot to mention in the last episode, I don't know, actually, I don't know, it's been a few weeks since I recorded that, well, okay, not a few weeks, it's actually been like 1 week. A significant amount of time, there we go. As you play the game, as you saw at the end of the results screen in the first episode, you actually can level up your characters. When you level them up, they'll gain various forms. Now, I think they dropped this in the 3rd game, and they just gave you all the forms of the characters from the start, all the powers and such. But as you can see, we now have the ability to transform into this green form, which is known as Hurricane Mode. And, here's our super. What I don't get about this game, I don't know if I explained this before, the frame rate is really inconsistent. Like, sometimes it'll run at 30, like in this cutscene right here, it'll run at 30, or below even. and then it'll run at 60 out of nowhere. Like, it's mostly when there's not very many things on screen. For cutscenes, it's pretty much always 30. But it'll bump up to 60 whenever you can get, like, very few enemies on screen. And even when that happens. It's pretty much just like, when you're activating your supers and things like that. That's when it happens. So, yeah, as you can see, my health is very low. I need to get some... Hey, there we go. So, in Kamen Rider tradition, our bike is really important, except in the games, it's not actually that important. Because in the games, it's pretty much just used to get from one objective to the next. That's really about it. The handling isn't that good either. So, but it's better than running there. It's better than running all the way there. So, you know, so they give you some way to easily get from one objective to the other. Let's switch to water form. Sweet, 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 sweet. Oh, we blinded them. Kicks. Chopping, slicing. Alright, let's finish off this last batch. Oh. Burn! Burn them to death. Another cutscene? Oh no, it's Phoenix. Again. You, go that way. They're just walking around like zombies. He just walks towards the camera. One kinda sorta neat thing, not really, but still, is that when you get on your bike, it actually does cancel out your ultimate form. So they do provide an easy way to cancel out your super form if, for whatever reason, you want to cancel it. It's pretty much if only something you should do if you want to conserve your energy for like another fight. Like you use it at the very end of a fight, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh crap, there's not very many enemies here. Let me cancel this out so I can save the energy for the next fight. There's a lot of fighting, in case you couldn't tell. And like I mentioned before, once you've played like the first few levels, you've pretty much seen the entire game. It doesn't get that much different from there. But there is somehow still variety, and you might be thinking, well, what? Well, how? You're not thinking that. I always say that, but in reality, you never think that. You don't even care. You're probably not even watching this video right now, because of how boring this commentary is. But hey, if you are here, well, then I will explain how the variety comes in. See, the variety is not necessarily like in the gameplay and the things you do. The variety is the nice, satisfying feeling of using all these different riders' powers in different ways. Like, yeah, we are playing as Wizard a few times here, but we do still have quite a few powers at our disposal. And when we switch to another riser, when we switch to another rider, which are, oh my god! Oh my god. I'm going to murder these cats. Not really. No, I would never do that. So, the variety does come in the fact that, like, you have all these different powers to use as you play through the game. I swear to God! Oh my god. They can't just separate from each other. They just have to hate each other. You know? Yeah, Haruto, hit that wall. Hit that brick wall with your fire powers. Freeze the wall. Dude, I can't wait till we actually unlock the more riders, because playing as the different riders is really fun, and it gets even more fun when we get to the second and third games. And I still don't have the second one yet, or the third one. But the third one's actually available on PS4, which is nice. So I'll probably be getting it on that. I feel like Wizard doesn't have enough moves. Something really weird, I guess I should point out, is the fact that normally when you do your circle move, well, that'll be like a finisher ability. This is Wizard's circle move, is that. But then, if you press triangle and circle at the same time, that's supposed to initiate another move, but it depletes from the super meter. But then when you, with Wizard, if you use that triangle and circle move, it doesn't actually do anything different. It's just the kick strike. So, I don't know if they changed this in the other games or what, but it's just something kind of weird. I think it's only with Wizard, too. I don't think any of the other characters are like that. Not only does it get better with the other games, like, the riders are nerfed, they add in a bunch of others in the other two games. Like, not just the current season's rider or anything like that. No. In the second game, they actually add secondary riders to play as. Like Baron, and I think Beast is a full-on playable character in the second one. Several others. Basically, Neo Heisei secondaries. And then in the third game, they include all of those. They include every secondary rider from Heisei and Neo Heisei, and all the Showa riders. Except Rider Man. He's in there, you just can't play as him. He's actually a support character. Which I hate. Like, why would you make him whatever. Like, I'm not super upset about that or anything. I'm just questioning like, why would you do that? Why is it only oh god, no, come on. I need to move. I legitimately need to find health. Here we go. Yes! It's not full health, but whatever. We're Wizard, we're overpowered. Seriously, Wizard powers are just ridiculous. Take this dragon power. Freeze! Freeze! What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! And as he says as he burns them to death. Tail whip. Now we'll actually get to fully kill him this time. Haha! I'm negating your life. Did I break his block? I can't tell. Something weird something weird I forgot to point out. It says R1 in the bottom left corner. Yeah, the top left. In the bottom left corner it says R1 to switch forms. When you press R1, it actually switches between the forms. But then you have to hold R1 to actually change to that form you have selected. It's strange. And when we get to other characters like Den-O, half the time, if you don't speak Japanese or know how to read Japanese, you won't be able to tell what form you're switching to. Because with Wizard here, you can clearly tell what form you're going to be switching to. Because they have Water, Hurricane, and they're going to have Land in when we level up. But then, with Den-O, they actually don't provide a visual prompt. Like, the button doesn't light up, nothing. If you don't know what the Den-O belt looks like, we'll get to that later on. It actually happens a lot later than you would expect. Why is gallons coffee in English? Oh, is that the special flame? Yeah. Wish we could use that in the actual game. Oh no! Overpowered. Oh, a special. Oh, dragon head in the chest. And we can pretty much just assume at this point he's dead. Although, if you've actually watched Wizard, you know he's not actually dead. Because he'll come back and be stronger. Alright, I'm assuming that says, like, you unlocked something. Probably that's unlocking the landform. Okay. So I'm guessing that's, like, a description of Wizard series. So when you actually go into the Rider world, play as the Rider, and complete that level, you're brought back here, and it actually frees the Rider in this, I don't want to say chamber, but like, area? I don't know. Alright. Wizard's free, yeah. Aruto-sama. The worst Rider. In terms of character, not actual powers. In terms of powers, it's ridiculous. So yeah, when the Rider gets freed, as you can see right there, they are actually just standing there in the room rather than just being chained up to the wall. And now we got all the Den-O characters. They're just kind of there for some reason, which begs the question, why is Den-O the Rider, which is actually right there, moving to the left? Why is he just, like, not freed? I don't know. I guess if I was able to understand this game's plot and read this text, I would probably know that. There's a lot of dialogue. Okay. Oh, is this exposition? Alright, there's the Heisei Riders. From Kuga to Decade. Otherwise known as Early Heisei. Okay, yeah, I think this is like a plot thing, like an exposition dump. It's like, I am the fairy, I have freed you. I actually checked the trophies. This is kind of funny. Out of curiosity, I was checking on my PS4. I actually found the trophies for Battride War, because it lists, when you go into your trophies, it lists the games and the systems, whether it be PS3 or PS4, or even Vita. I'm pretty sure Vita is listed there too. I don't know for certain, because I don't own one. But they actually had the trophies for this game, and when you do that trophy search function, which I had never used up until that point, you can actually just look up, not only look up the trophy, it'll actually provide English translations for you on the PlayStation website, so you can understand what the trophies mean. So that's kind of interesting. So like if you unlock trophies in this game, you want to find out what they do, or what they mean rather, you just go in there. So this is basically, I'm guessing I don't know how to read this, so I'm guessing this is chapter 1, or the prologue rather. So we freed Wizard. Now it's time to free some other riders. So right here, this is actually pretty cool. They give you 3 branching paths. Oh, wait a minute, that's Den-O. Or maybe, no, is it? I can't tell. No, that's Fies. I think that's Fies, yeah. So they give you 3 choices here. So you got Double, Hibiki, and Fies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Fies. I think it is. It's either Fies or I don't know. I really can't tell because of that. The textures aren't high enough quality for me to tell. So yeah, like I mentioned before, if you go into one of these, you'll play a level where you beat the mooks of the season, and then you'll go into another level where you actually play as those riders and, well, free them. But these levels are actually a lot longer than I expected. I don't remember these levels being this long. They don't feel very long. So yeah, after 18 minutes, I'd say it's time to wrap up this episode. So, next time on Kamen Rider Battride War, we will go into the double world. We'll pretty much be doing these sections in order, so we'll do everything in the first bit here, and then once we complete all those missions, we'll go to the second one, and then the third. So we'll do them in order, which is not what I did in my original playthrough. So, it's going to be a little bit of a different experience. So, see you guys next time for whatever, whenever, here on our channel. Goodbye.